Hello and welcome. This is the Planet Park, a talk show and a podcast where we shall be talking about sustainability straight up. And I'm your host, Michael. This is episode one, where I'll be taking you through what this is all about, why sustainability. To kick off, I would like us to talk about West Mexico. West Mexico is West Exchange ecosystem. It's a project. Actually, it's not a project. It's bigger than a project. It's a movement that is aimed at looking at or changing people's perspective in how they view or see West, and instead of seeing West a as a problem to our community for what it is, a problem to our community. Uh, Instead, people should look at it as a valuable resource in our community. So, this talk about this episode. I'm going to introduce you to the Planet Bar, of course, and we shall be talking about the different things as I've told you in sustainability and West Mexico. I'll break down West Mexico for you. I'll tell you what it's all about, from the idea to the implementation and what's being done. We shall also talk about the problem, which is waste, that is polluting and killing our environment. So we shall break down that problem and we see how most of us see waste as maybe garbage. Yeah, something that is really killing our planet. Because really, waste is killing our planet. If you look at it in all angles, you see there is pollution. People dump waste anyhowly. Different institutes that are made to handle waste collection and waste recycling and are doing okay, let me say not a very poor job, but they're doing not a good job still. So it's within there because I being in West for because I've been we introduced West Mexico in 2014. That's when we started working on this idea, and then we got incorporated last year. That's when the company got incorporated in 2015. So for that period from 2014, 2015, and now having been around West and trying to build this ecosystem and this movement, I've realized that we shouldn't be too quick to judge the people who are currently handling our waste collection. Rather, we should hear them out because I, for one, have got a chance to interact with different people who work in West, and I've got to learn a lot. Okay, things have come to my attention because when you look at it from the outside idea, from the outside part, like a person's buy, be you, yes, we pay taxes, yes, maybe we pay for this waste collection, and then we leave it to them to come and pick it up, and then we know that we're paying for the waste and paying for the company. We stop there and then leave it up to them to deal with the waste in whichever way they want. But what I've come to realize that there's really, let me say, there's an information gap between awareness, people really knowing what's going on and what's really going on, and some of the possible solutions that uh, can help solve this massive problem that we're dealing with. And you may be surprised that some of the problems that are out there and the solutions that can be applied to them are very simple. Some of them actually just need you to be human, just need you to understand and be a human being, you know, to care about your environment, your surrounding, what you do, how you do it, and care about the consequences of us not just living in this world today. We think about the generations that we are leaving it for, our children, our children's children, and the ones and the ones after that, because we also inherited this. So maybe the previous people didn't do something about it, and they're not around for us to hold them accountable. But now we're here right now in this time whereby we are speaking about it and talking about it and trying to do something about it. And now if we are to hold each other accountable, if you're to hold yourself, don't even wait for someone else to hold you accountable. You don't even need someone to hold you accountable. If you hold yourself accountable and you be like, yeah, waste is really killing our planet, and it's damaging our environment. Things are not the way they used to be. If you can acknowledge that and accept, take the first step and let it start with you, then every step matters. Every small step, every small touch, every effort matters, as long as it's within the right direction. Yeah. So if for example we are to treat waste, if we are to continue treating waste as a problem or as pollution for what it is right now, because that's how we treat it. We treat it as waste, garbage, trash, you know, pollution, something we want to get rid of because we know it's useless. But if we keep treating it that way, then we're going to end up in a place whereby we don't even we don't we don't even know what we're leaving for our generations to come. So we're leaving them this pile of trash, a world that is contaminated, while we work on our plans to maybe go colonize other planets to a settlement there. And our others who cannot go maybe to those planets, what do? They stay here and they die. So anyway, not to go too much because we shall be having different people. We can I'll be bringing in other people. We can talk to or discuss this topic with. So not take it there. So that's the other side. But then the other side is if we looked at West for what it is, in reality, if we took a deeper look at West, what are we really giving away? You're going to realize that this is not waste, this is not garbage, this is not trash, yeah, this is not pollution. It's a resource, it's value, it's raw material, you know. So if you look at it in that way, then you're going to realize that actually it's a behavior change. It doesn't even need to get your governments to punish. It's just you to know that, well, my actions right currently are killing the planet because I'm looking at this garbage or trash as always as garbage, useless pollution. Rather, yet it is a resource, raw material, and you know it's valuable. So that is what Waste Execo is here to do. So it's a movement. It's not a product. It's a movement and a big project. So this project, I'll be breaking down it for you, how it works, and I'll tell you more about it on this podcast, the Planet Bar, where we shall be talking about sustainability and other things in the environment right straight up. So as I've told you, we shall be looking at sustainability, and then we shall be talking where we shall be talking about waste as a currency. Uh, then we shall be also discussing about the future of recycling. Really, what is the future of recycling? Because currently, uh, people again misinformation or information gap. People think recycling is about okay. Recycling is this big project whereby you have to have a company whereby you take all these things, you get your garbage, take it in this company, put it in the machine, and and then recycles it or turns it into some other shit. Yeah, for the most part, for some part and for the most part, that is what it is in a nutshell. But that's not the whole of it. Yeah, that's just like a piece of the whole puzzle. So, whereas we can look at recycling as getting your trash and taking it to a company, and then they put it in a machine, and then uh, they make something else out of it, and then it's recycled, taken, turned into something, or maybe a gas or fuel or a product. So yeah, that's what recycling is, turning your waste into something reusable. So that's the mindset people have right now. That you have to take it, and that's why most people don't even want to get involved in recycling because they don't know how to start. And some of them don't know that recycling can be just turning maybe a plastic bottle into a flower a flower pot, or maybe turning up a bucket into a flower pot, or turning uh, an old tire into a seat, uh, turning some, maybe let me say, plastic bags into something, like there are different ways you can recycle, because recycling means changing, uh, generating, or getting something new out of the waste you have. It may be either a raw material, whereby like the first option, whereby you get your waste, which you sort it into different categories, because our waste comes into different categories, where we have paper, we have plastic, we have metal, we have glass, and then we have organic waste. So all those cannot be recycled in the same place. So you have to separate the plastic, then separate the paper, and all. So after sorting all that, then you take the plastic, recycle it, create a raw material that you can supply back to the plastic manufacturers, and they maybe manufacture more plastic products. So for the organic waste, maybe you can use that to do the same process, sort it, treat it, and then try to get manure, fertilizers, pesticides, and all that out of it. Same apply to all the other things like glass. You can crush it to get glass cut that can be used can be used as a glass raw material, make new glass products. You can get paper, uh, recycle it into paper pulp that can be later used to make cardboards and other paper products. So you see, every kind of waste that you have can be used for something. So it's a matter of how are you looking at it, and how do you see this? Yeah, and how do you see this? And then waste is a resource, like I'm telling you. Like we try to, at Waste Tech School, we try to look at it in a point like we want people to know that waste is a resource, and stop looking at it as a harmful substance or a harmful product, or a tool that is killing our planet, and look at it as a resource. And this is an abundant and infinite resource that we don't need to cut down trees. We don't need to dig down the soil. We don't need to disturb the nature. We don't need to go underground and do mining, drilling, or we don't need all that. It's an infinite resource that is just us here. It's just a byproduct of our way of life.